Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So, we had a fight. We had somebody that had a long divorce, reconcile, and now they're working on getting back together. We had some nosy people involved in themselves where they shouldn't be involved in themselves. We had a married man that says it's on paper, but hood bread, she ain't falling for it. Let's go ahead and get it on down to the top. Let's go ahead and get Briscoe and his woman out the way. Okay, Miss Briscoe, I forgot your name. You took him back. You didn't move in the house. You love him. All this, all good stuff or whatever. I knew you was gonna go back in the house anyways, and I knew that he had potential that you wanted him back anywho. Because the way you sat up there and the way you was talking and the way that you said I could make this work or I'll give it a second shot, I knew it was gonna be more than that. And when he showed you that house, even though you was impressed, you weren't really that impressed, but you liked the gesture that he did to you, talking about getting another house, and he didn't show you some improvement, so you decided to move on with it. And if you happy, I'm happy for you, but I knew you was gonna go back to that man. Like Briscoe said, jail changed. Well, prison changed him. He learned his lesson. He out for good. He finna change his life around, and we didn't see Briscoe that much this season. We see them hang around, trick or whatever, and trying to talk, trying to get you back. Um, he's showing you that he changed. He's showing you that he improved. He showed you that he cared for you. He made some mistakes. His past came back to bite him. He ended up going to prison. He came out. He learned his lesson. Most men, when they go to prison, they in and out, in and out, in and out. Or go back to the same thing that got them in trouble in the first place. However, Briscoe is one of those that they do their time. Well, they get caught. They go to jail. They go to prison. They do their time. They reform while they in prison. They come out and they're ready to change and they're ready to do stuff different. You can tell that Briscoe wanted to show you that he was changing, and he showed you that, and you liked what you saw. And even though it wasn't the best of terms with y'all when y'all was, well, before he got sent away, you like the improvement and the change, and like I said, they ain't have too many scenes with him. From the most part, you can tell that he's a changed man. He want to do stuff better than what he did before. He want to impress you. That's why he got that big, well, attempted to try to get that big old house to try to impress you, but you wasn't impressed by it. But then he was making steps for the right thing. So, like I said, y'all should make it. I don't want to go to season 4 if there's gonna be a season 4, because we done heard several times that the show got canceled, that they got canceled. So we'll have to wait and see if there's gonna be a season 4. I think there's gonna be a season 4. I don't think there's gonna be a reunion. I have to check and see. But you made the right choice for the most part, cause Briscoe might have been, you know what, before he got sent away, but he was one of those that wanted to show you that he was doing better and all that. Trick and Joy. So y'all too mean to tell me y'all wasted season 1 and season 2 of this BS of y'all arguing, fighting, pretending like y'all wanted a divorce. This divorce happened mid-season 1. All season 2 of this divorce, the divorce. Season 3 come along. Y'all not on the best terms, but you concerned for him, Joy. But you want him to be healthier. That talking Bahamas, it was long overdue. Like, that talk in Bahamas might have changed your mind about him. He do need to be more concerned about his health. He don't need to be bullied into it like you and that nutritionist was doing, bullying him. But she did switch she switched jobs and played as a counselor on y'all and put y'all two together and helped y'all, guide y'all to the right path. And Joy, I don't care what you say. You didn't want that divorce, and Trick wasn't gonna let you have it. Like I said, he didn't want you to get that divorce. Y'all needed that talk y'all had in the Bahamas. Y'all got that talk y'all needed, and look at y'all now. Y'all back together. Y'all wasted 2 whole seasons about this divorce talk, about y'all trying to get each other back. I think Trick got you the hardest though. He even had a whole pillowcase up in your house that you like to brag about. This my house. I can invite anybody I want to this. This my house. It's in my name. The bill's in my name. It's funny you should say that, Joy. Even though that is y'all married at home, and you like to brag that that's your house, all the bills and stuff in your name, the mortgage in your name, but you're not staying there. For the most part, I can tell why, cause the kids that were his kids, you consider them your kids, and it was a kids thing, so I can kind of understand why you left everything like it was and you just left, cause more than likely, mans that, coming to a family like that or got kids, they'll say, no, I'm not moving my kid out my house. They can come to my house and visit me or whatever. This their main house, and it's staying that way. So I understand you took the man route in leaving the house and let him keep the house, even though I do think y'all name both on that house, but we gonna let you run with that, and we gonna let you have fun with that. And the whole plan hard to get, like, Joy, like that scene was so aggy with you coming in his house with Diana. You bullying the man to try to eat better, live right, going to his appointments and all that. That scene was kind of aggy, and the nutritionist didn't help at all. She was being aggy. But then when she switched roles and made y'all, said what y'all needed to have, plus the talk y'all had in the Bahamas, it was only a matter of time before y'all got back together. Like, I'm not surprised or shocked about y'all getting back together. Like, really, I'm not. Like, you can tell that Trick was holding on to the divorce, while holding on to the marriage. You wanted a divorce, but you wasn't really that serious about that divorce. I guess the divorce thing was your final straw to try to make him fight for you or whatever, and show you that he loved you, even though he said I love you and you ain't want to believe it. And he said he loved you and he's sorry for all the BS he took you through. I think you delaying the divorce, that was your sign of telling him, since you ain't never fought for me since this whole marriage and since the show started, here, let me run a little bit and here you come chase me. That was all that was. Like they said and everybody else said, it do not take that long for a divorce. Yes, it might take a year, but other than that, it don't take that long. Yes, Trick was dragging his feet, but if you really wanted that divorce, you could have got that divorce at any time, minus the cameras. Like, you didn't want that divorce. You wanted that man to chase you around a little bit, and it's obvious you wanted that man to run behind you, and that's exactly what he did, even though he hurt you more. Well, yeah, he hurt you more than you hurt him. Yeah, you might have went on a little couple of dates here and there. Yes, you might have flirted with some of his friends, pretending like you care, but your heart belonged to Trick, and you know your heart belonged to Trick, because it was obvious to me. That's why I ain't want to talk about y'all, and that's why I refused season 1 and season 2 to talk about y'all, because I knew it was full of BS, and I knew it was only a matter of time before y'all finally got back together. So that means all that money Trina gave you, it was a waste of time and money she could have killed to put on her album, or to pay the people that own that people that helped her out with the album and all that, besides giving it to you, wasting your time and wasting her time and her money for BS like that, like y'all really wanted that divorce. But other words, I am happy for y'all. Did that make y'all happy? All this cat and mouse and blame you, blame this, blame that, whatever. I'm gonna let y'all have that. That's enough about y'all now. Now to the main event. Prima Donna, Prima Donna, Amara, Shay, MJ, that whole situation. Okay, Prima Donna, I agree with you. She shouldn't have put you in there. But, like I said, you went on this way. Well, you went to it. Well, you did it the wrong way. Even though you wanted let Amara know about her man. There are ways to handle that. Like Miami Tip told you, there are ways to handle that. You handled that situation wrong. You ambushed that woman. You took that woman whole, like the woman was caught completely off guard. Like she said, she thought it was gonna be you and her having lunch. She didn't know there was a third party being involved. And the stories, they probably added up to what she going through right now, whatever. But you kind of ambushed that woman. Miami Tip said you shouldn't have said nothing at all. Did nothing that you shouldn't have did nothing at all. You should have stayed out of it. You should have, but you decided to put your big nose in it anyway. And Shane, you or another one need to stay out the middle of it. And I don't know why you push your brother when your brother was all your brother was trying to do was to stand up for his woman. He was standing up for his moment. He was standing up to his woman at that moment. He was trying to tell the world, this is my woman. Yes, we might be going through whatever we're going through at the moment, but this is my woman. I'm going to marry this woman. Why would you grab that man by the arm and push that man? I mean, you physically pushed that man like he was another female. I was waiting for him to bop his head on the back of that chair, or the back of that chair, how you pushed him. Like, that could have been so worse to you in so many ways. Like, that man could have forgot you was a female and could have went straight swinging on you, and then you would have been the victim. Like, you should have let that man been proud in that moment. Like, I don't know too much about MJ. I ain't gonna bash him saying that he thirsty, he a gold digger, whatever. He like to chase Amara and her money. I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna give him a benefit of a doubt. But Shay, you was dead wrong pushing that man like that. The way you pushed that man, like there are ways to move people away from a situation, and then there's forceful ways. The way you did, you act like you was a whole security guard. The way you grabbed that man and then pushed your brother when he could have just easily swung on you and knocked one of your eyes straight or closed one of your eyes. Like, that situation was so wrong. And Prima Donna, you was all the way wrong too. I know you feel like Amara using this as an scapegoat. I know you feel like Amara using this to play victim or whatever. But at Trick and Trina party or celebration for that radio thing or setting up to the radio thing, why would you come there starting that type of mess? Amara wasn't here for it. Amara didn't want to hear nothing you had to say. Basically, the conversation was cool. You, however, come running to Amara, come starting in front of her face. She trying to talk to MJ, trying to get an understanding from him, telling him that she need a break after Shay inserted herself into this again, telling him that you need to talk to him. He's heartbroken. If you want another man with money or whatever, like they was talking about, that's fine. Just tell the man how you feel or whatever. You went over there to them, demanding answers, I guess, and you want to fight. Like, it's obvious you want to fight. And I wish Amara would have grabbed you by your big nose and your big head and would have punched you in. And like, you was dead all the way wrong for trying that woman the way you tried that woman. You went over there antagonizing that woman, antagonizing that woman, harassing that woman when that woman was trying to have a one-on-one with her boyfriend, I guess. You went over there, then you gonna throw drinks at the woman, which made the situation worse. Then on top of it, you gonna talk about she slept with Julian and I got the receipts and all this or whatever. Whether she slept with the man or not, what does that have to do with MJ? Like, you can tell you a Missy Petty person, and I shouldn't have to tell y'all how Mr. Prima Donna is, because y'all didn't see her enough on Love and Hip Hop and other shows where she very, very messy. Part of the reason why I can't stand her, I don't like her anyway. But you was all the way dead wrong, bringing up that Julian in that Amara situation, saying that she slept with that man, whether she slept with that man or not. Like, what does Julian have to do with MJ and her wanting this man back? Like, you was just great mess and you was dead all the way wrong. And I'm surprised and shocked that Shay or somebody else didn't jump and attack you in that club, cause you deserve it and all. Even Bobby, and he the extra messy person on this show. He even took Amara aside and said, "You're wrong, like you was dead all the way wrong, prima donna. Why would you do some mess like this? Why would you grab your drink and throw it at that woman for? You wanted that woman to act like that. Okay, there's a difference in feeling like you was like she used you as a scapegoat or whatever, and then there's another way you going trying to start mess, trying to make somebody fight you that don't want to fight you. They walked away, they minded their own business, talking to their significant other. You come over there being bothered with them, harassing them and all this and all that. Like you was all the way dead wrong, and this is part of the reason why me and you could never get along, because you did too much this episode, and you need to be punched in the head for that one. And I think that was all it from that, because that's all I want to see. Oh yeah, Hood Brad and her man. Hood Brad, I'm glad you got your own mind. I'm glad you ain't gonna like I loved you. I gave you my heart. Now I find out being nosy that you're married, and you telling me this is just on paper that you married, and you don't really love her. You not have a relations with this woman or nothing like that, and she's supposed to believe all this. Like Hoodbert, I would give you that. You got your own mind, and you following your mind, and you don't play around with married men, and you said it ain't easy for me to give up my heart and that whole spiel. Like, I'm glad that you gonna make him work for that. Like I said, if he really love you, he'll go ahead and get that divorce. If not, he's showing his true feelings, and he's showing you that there's more going on to that baby mama than meets the eye, and he probably never gonna tell you, and he never probably gonna be honest with you like you want him to be. And it's never gonna happen, and you need to go ahead and move on if that's what you need to do. Wrapping up, season 3 was better than season 1 and 2. I must admit, though, I wasn't excited, wasn't happy about Love and Hip Hop Miami this season. Come to look at it from season 1, I got to say it was. Episode 1, it was good. I actually enjoyed this season better than season 1 wasn't that bad. Like, it was alright, but it wasn't that bad. I know Pretty Ricky, the Marley took over the whole, show with they mess. And season 2, season 2 wasn't that bad neither now that I think about it. It was alright, but I think this is my top favorite season from Love and Hip Hop Miami. Like, season 1, season 1, it was mixed for me. Season 2 was it was a whole lot going on season 2, but with the main characters, and they added some more characters, and some I wish they would have kept wherever they was there. But other than that, though, season 3 got to be my favorite. Like, this is my favorite season right here, and I actually enjoyed this season, and I actually enjoyed reviewing this season. Like I said, I don't know if they're gonna be a reunion. It shouldn't be one, but more than likely they're gonna be one. We'll have to wait and see, I guess, or I'll have to go do some digging and see. But anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Bye.